crafts. In today's episode I'm going to show you the easiest crochet bow tutorial. For this tutorial we are going to use any strand of yarn, but make sure you use the recommended hook on your yarn. In my case I'm using a DK weight yarn. I'm also using 3.5 millimeters crochet hook. Then I'll need my scissors and a needle to weave in my ends. So let's get started. Our first step, we are going to tie a loose knot. This loose knot is going to act as our slip stitch. So on one of your fingers, using your tail yarn, make a loop, go under your finger, come back on top, this time around making an X, then make sure this tail yarn goes through this loop to the front like this, and there we have our first loose loop or a loose knot. After this, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and there we have our first stitch of our project. Do not tighten yet this loose knot, we are going to use it. So after this, crochet one stitch like that, then back into our loose knot, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, then you'll have 2 stitches on your hook, crochet through all the 2 stitches. We are done with that part. Then on the very first stitch of the previous row that we just made, which is this one here, that very first stitch, insert your hook in there, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 stitches on your hook, crochet through all the 2 stitches like that. We are going to repeat this process. The very first stitch of the previous row, this one here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 stitches on your hook, then crochet through all the 2 stitches. We are going to repeat this process one more time. The very first stitch of your previous row, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 stitches on your hook, then crochet through all the 2 stitches like this. Let's do this again. The very first stitch of your previous row, which is this one, insert your hook in that loop, yarn over, pull through, then crochet through the 2 stitches you created. We are going to continue like this until you have a cord that is 30 centimeters long. My cord 30 centimeters long is done, and this is how it looks. From here we are going to go back to where we started and pull this tail yarn to reduce this first loop that we started with. So just pull it and it will disappear into your project like that. From here we are going to cut off the yarn and weave in our ends. Remember, we now have 2 ends, the tail yarn and our working yarn. We're just going to do this, then we will sew in the 2 ends. So sew in the 2 ends, then I'll show you how you progress from here. So here is my cord and all ends woven in. From here I'm going to show you how to tie your bow. So lay it flat like this, and then take one of the ends, bring it to the center like this. Do the same to the other end, but make sure this time around you are making a small X right there. Then we are just going to gather everything at the center like this, and as you can see our bow is coming together. Then we are going to need a small strand of yarn to just tie everything up. Make 2 knots, that's our first, then our second, and our bow has been secured. From here we are going to cut off the ends. Our bow is done, and this is how it looks. You can make them in many colors as you wish. They are just as easy as you saw. You can also use them in so many ways. You want a keychain? So easy. Just add a chain link right here and you have your keychain. You want a bag charm? Easy. Just add your tag here or a cord that you tie it back to your bag and you are done. So this is it for this tutorial. If you watched to this end, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching, for being here, for paying attention to my content. I really appreciate it so much. If you wish to support me more, please do subscribe to this channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll be back with more of these tutorials. Until next time, bye bye.